Good evening. Welcome to another edition of the TBN. I'm Boots Cunningham. I'll be your host tonight, live from the TBN studios. Video blogging, and YouTubing. All of these becoming household words. But what are they? What is their effect on society? For some, these words mean a new way to interact with the community around us. For others, it's a new way to strike out against a cold and cruel world. Tonight, our subject, the emo blogger, certainly the most dastardly of all bloggers. We have for you a very special guest, a man who has chosen to keep his name hidden, who has over 700 individual posts, each one dealing with his pain. We bring to you the viewpoints of the emo blogger.
Well, I first started blogging, when I was in high school, okay? And, I started off reading, my poetry, and it was really angry and dark and yeah, 'cause when I was in high school, people would pick on me and call me names and stuff just because I was comfortable with my sexuality and I was okay with wearing black when everybody else was black is not cool. And my poetry was blood dripping across my face because my pain is like a river of blood, and my blood pours all out through my pores. See, I use the word pores as in flowing, and then pores the holes in my skin. And it was the Red Death, where people died from blood pouring out of their skin. So yeah, a lot of people were not cool with me and who I was and how I dressed and my makeup. They didn't understand. Okay, this is not a phase. This is me. This is who I am. And so yeah, that's when I first started to blog, and so that was on MySpace. So yeah, so and all my pain just got worse. Yeah. Well, I guess I keep, blogging because, my poetry is what really compels me in life. I want to be a writer. I want to sell my poetry so, the rest of the world can read it. Because, I really feel that, a lot of people, feel the same way I felt when I was growing up and going through high school and all that. And so my poetry embodies not only my pain but the pain they went through. So I feel it'll really change people, and they'll be able to come to terms with themselves, cuz it's about death, really. One day I'm gonna die. Sometimes I think about the worst way to die, and for me, I think it would be having all these men grab me and hold me down and just start tearing chunks of flesh out from me. I saw that in a movie, It was about zombies. It was so hot. Um, like, and so I really, I feel like everybody else is, like, feeling the same way, like, everybody's really, like, into death, and, I feel like my poetry really captured that, and so, you know, I feel like together with my poetry, we can, like, change the world, and, like, maybe all the hate and pain will go away. But if it doesn't, like, that's okay, 'cause I like it. Yeah. Like, you're really welcome, Boots. Like, I like your work. Like, a lot of times when you reported, like, on the murders and stuff that were going on, like, you remember those 12 murders? Like, those were really hot. Um, since, like, it's the end of the broadcast and everything, like, to thank you for, like, letting me come on and, like, talk to you a little bit, I brought some of my new poetry, and, I was gonna read it for you tonight. Okay, it starts off like this. It goes, as I lay here in the dark, staring at the pain and horror that lies in my ceiling, I see the blood on the walls start to drip and pour down. Okay, yeah. No, I understand. Like, it's okay. Yeah. Like, I understand that we're out of time. Okay. Yeah. No, yeah, next time. I'll have some even better stuff. Next time, I'm working on a new piece about, how, like, sometimes when I get off, I like to cut myself. So, but yeah, I'll work on that, and I'll totally have it ready. Thank you again, Boots. Please, like, keep up the good work, and I can't wait to come back on, like, your show. Yeah.